I had this kind of smudged page in my sketchbook. It was the only page I had left that I hadn't painted. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to do this kind of warm up painting. And I saw this reference from the Botanical Collective. And it's just kind of like a vase with some flowers. And I thought it was just kind of light and fresh. And I could do something loosely based on that. And so that's what I'm going to do today. And that's the Botanical Collective on Instagram. And I'm just going to start. I've got some kind of like, I've got this mixing area here on this palette, so I'm going to bring this over. I'm just going to go ahead and just reconstitute this leftover mud that I have from a previous painting that I just finished. And I figured that would give me just a nice, really loose, or kind of like really watery color that I could begin with to do this kind of like urn-like vase. Now, I don't have any hopes, that sounds bad. I don't have any plan, really. I just thought I didn't want to have a blank page, and I figured I might as well just get a little practice. If I don't like how it comes out, nobody has to see it. And if I do like how it comes out, then, well, I'm filming and I can use it for something. I'm going to get a little bit of pink in there. I'm just going to go ahead and grab some magenta and add that in there with the gray. I think I'll go ahead and add a little bit of, let's do a little cobalt teal. I got this kind of little bit of a resist happening on this paper. I think I got something on it. I definitely had a smudge on it. I don't know what the smudge, if it was like, if it came across from this side. I can't remember. I think that was just watercolor, but maybe I have some colored pencils. Maybe something kind of transferred from that over onto this page, but sometimes having something that's like not perfect on your sketchbook can actually make you more creative. It's kind of like you get that limitation, so it just makes you have to work around it, and then it makes you more creative. So I don't know, that's how I feel sometimes. It's kind of like, you know, you pick up that, you see this like piece of furniture on the side of the road, and then it's full of possibilities, and it's not wanted for anything. So if it doesn't come out, you know, you haven't ruined anything because it was just by the side of the road, like go waiting for the trash truck, right? So that's kind of how I feel. Like, it's so much easier than if you'd gone to like the unfinished furniture store and you bought, you know, you bought some, I don't know, so you bought some furniture, you bought some like unfinished dresser or something, but then you'd already feel like there was some, I don't know, there was like, it had more potential than, you know, and then it becomes intimidating because it already looks pretty good because it's brand new. It doesn't have any dings. It doesn't have, you know, it's nervous. It's like driving somebody's car. If somebody buys a brand new car, it's kind of like nerve-wracking to drive it because you're like, I don't want to put a scratch in it. I don't want to be the one to put the first ding. Like when my husband bought our Jeep, it was, you know, it wasn't brand new, but it was pretty new. And I was like, I don't want to drive it. I'm afraid I'm going to scrape it. I'm afraid I'm going to put a ding in it. You know, you don't want to be the one to do the first ding. I just kind of made a little, that's not even the same flower. Well, it's kind of similar to that flower, but I decided to make it a little bit brighter. Because I'm just playing. Gotta do that sometimes. Because we can get ourselves so worked up over stuff. What I do when I'm doing kind of like a bouquet like this, I do it like rocks in a jar. I'm going to do another flower like that. I'm just doing it with like a nice bright mid yellow. I don't care if the colors blend together, honestly. I think that'd be kind of nice. Maybe put oh, that's a pretty Scarlet Lake. That's a really pretty color. There's like that, something like that color in there. It looks like maybe a lily that hasn't opened up. I'm not sure. This is, did I mention this? This is from the Botanica Collective over on Instagram. I follow some accounts that do like art challenges. Well, they'll post a photo, like food paint challenge and shiny paint challenge and liquid paint challenge. You know, they'll post a, let's do a little daffodil up here. They post challenges, a couple of daffodils, maybe one over here. That's the center of them, by the way. They'll post challenges and then people can interpret them however they like. I'm just doing little petals coming up from the cone of the daffodil. And that's all. That's all, you know? Let's see, we've got some little, looks like some little bluebells or something. Or no, I don't know what they are. They're just kind of little blue flowers. Go in with a darker blue and a finer brush. Let's do, oh no, let's do some Prussian blue. I'm trying to use Prussian blue more. Prussian blue was like a go-to color for me for the longest time. And I learned how Prussian blue. I love that color. And then I got away from it. I kind of went over to the land of Thalos and kind of forgot Prussian blue existed. And what am I doing here? I'm making some marks. I'm just kind of like almost doodling little like doodling floral shapes. Sometimes when I post really loose artwork, or sometimes I don't want to post really loose artwork because I feel like it's not as well respected or it's not as well liked. I guess that's not even respected. It's like I feel like people don't like it as much. Or they'll judge me of being a less competent artist if I paint loosely. But then what I hear from a lot of students is that they want to learn how to paint more loosely. So it's kind of interesting. I'm going to take some of this permanent mauve. It's a very pretty color. Some like little spiky. As this color granulates, it's a really pretty color. These colors are from the Phoenix Professional Tube range. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but the paints, the tube version of these are coming out in October at the USA Amazon. I think they've been around for a while, but I don't know where you could buy them. They might have been only available in Asia or something. But I'll have a full review when they're available. I don't like to do that. I just kind of play around with them for a while, and I wait until a product's available to share the review because that's when people will start looking for it. And then also it's a bummer if people see that's like, oh, that's the paint for me. That's exactly what I've been looking for. And then if they can't find it, it's kind of a bummer. All right, now I'm going to do some like grasses. Did you call them grasses? Leaves? Grasses? I guess they would be leaves, Lindsay. Oh my gosh. There's no grass growing out of the vase. I set my phone so that the the screen would stay on for 10 minutes. That's the longest this phone will go. You could do some little buds like that. I think little buds like that are nice. Also some long leaves are also lovely. You can put stems, but don't feel like you have to put stems because a lot of times, like it's obvious there would be stems there, you know. You know, your brain kind of fills in, but if you feel like, oh, I need to have a stem, then just, you know, you can do something fine like that. It doesn't have to even connect the whole way. And I love the way the colors kind of bleed together, but if you don't like that, then you can let things dry first and then you can go in. Something I sometimes like to do is to do like a almost like a little branch, almost like a vine with different leaves coming off of it. I think that can be really pretty. I usually do the greenery stuff last. Ooh, that feels a little too stiff. I don't like that. Well, yeah, I kind of regret that, but that's alright. We'll do another one somewhere else and it will seem a little bit more natural if you put it a few places. I really like the little daffodils. I feel like I might want to put a couple more of those in. So we started off with this little Scarlet Lake cone center. Put one there, maybe do another one up there. Maybe another one right there. And then I went in with yellow, lemon yellow, I think. Oop, that's kind of sloppy. Let's see, maybe some little pink flowers. Sometimes I'll just dab little, make little dabs, kind of like a star. Those little flowers like that. Sometimes it works great, sometimes it's not awesome, but you never know. You know, you just kind of play with it. Let's give this a little bit of a, let's give a little bit of a table area. I like to do that. It gives it like a bit of a setting instead of things just kind of hovering. I'm painting this in mid-August. You never know, like when, I never know exactly when I will end up releasing a video. Sometimes I want to add a little bit of yellow in there. Maybe peach it up a little bit. There we go. Alright, I'm going to add some spatter. Obviously you don't have to do that, but I have a bunch of beautiful cobalt teal left on my palette, and I don't want to go to waste, so... try to keep it off of the painting next door. And that's all I'm going to do. And there we have a 13-minute loose floral painting to finish up a smudged page in my sketchbook. There's the other side of it. They don't go together at all. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy loose videos, if you enjoy loose watercolors, you may enjoy my watercolor floral workshop, which goes over making a bunch of different flowers in a loose watercolor style so that you can, and shows you how to arrange them in wreaths and bouquets and stuff like that. I'll link to that in the video description. Hopefully, if I forget, just let me know, or just go to my school. There's a link to my school in the description, and you can find it there. I hope you have a wonderful day, and get those brushes wet. Just paint something. Just doodle around, paint. Even if you don't feel very inspired, just slap some paint around. You might come up with something you absolutely love. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.